obviously, you have to have a topic for a journalistic piece. And I was just thinking, like, at the top of my head, I was like, we have no windows in school.
In the video, we had Dr. Scott in it, and Gracie and I did her interview, and she talked about how it can affect test scores.
I'm sure there's other schools that are built the way that we are, and it's kind of like a thing that goes under the radar. We would like present it to people in the community, and then they'd be like, yeah, that is messed up, the fact that you literally have no windows.
We walk down the hall now and like people have started seeing it.
Sometimes I do have to like tell one of my teachers, I'm like, you have to open the door. I need something. I feel like people should know that this just isn't about us. This project wasn't just for us. This is for every school and every person who's dealing with a school with no windows and is feeling those mental effects from it.
What challenged us the most when making this video was the editing. It was really hard to know when we were done because we had so many different drafts too.
When doing this challenge, it made me realize like all of the different avenues you could take, and like there's so much going on in the world of education.
Public school is a one-size-fits-all system. Usually it's kind of tailored to everyone doing the same thing or everyone learning the same way. When, as one main thing I learned from my piece, is that everyone is different. Some people with, for example, learning disorders actually did better online because there was less bullying and stuff like that. So it was really just interesting for me to see people that I knew, like, talk to every day and what they'd actually been going through.
A thing that really kind of like resonated, at least with me, was that so many people are always like, school is so boring, we don't like it here. Well, why is that? Why don't they like it there? Why is it boring?
We all kind of had the same general idea of unengagement.
A lot of students are unengaged and they want something to make them engaged because they want to learn.
We found that students are most engaged in their learning environment by having like hands-on activities to do.
Student engagement is lacking in our current education system. It's not impossible to fix it. There's just people have to put in effort to actually fix the issue.
I wanted to reach even more people with my stories. I think like it sort of connects like why I like pursuing journalism in the first place. Like I like reaching people at a local level because I write for like my local newspaper, but then I felt like this was an opportunity to reach even more people. I get really inspired when members of my community like come and speak on something that they're inspired by. I like to write about that to sort of give those people a voice for the other people in my town.
What I really wanted to focus on was mental health from the perspective of like going through the pandemic. I'm a strong believer of that. In order to make change, in order to make legislation or programs that would better this, you really have to be able to communicate and advocate your ideas first. What I really want to focus on is encouraging young people to have a voice. I really think that it's important. Youth civic engagement is super important, and I would really like to see that come from my writing. To anyone who's watching this who's interested in journalism but maybe doesn't necessarily know how to approach it or is worried about what other people will think, I would definitely just say go for it.